logo.
Yes, for the Orchid Music Project, send you the
And
logo, the vision, and the mission.
yeah. Okay.
And the stretch book, I will send you rewrite whatever I rewrote,
On
okay?
the guidelines.
On the guidelines, right? This is good. I appreciate this.
Yeah, of course.
With Suzanne, I'll
No, no, go
send.
slow because I'm still writing notes for myself. I'm
Okay.
not a fast writer. Okay, now we are into
Number 4, Suzanne.
no, one is the article, the second is the music, the third is Sue Ellen.
No, the third is Sue Ellen. I
Well,
have
it doesn't
stretch
matter.
book.
Oh,
Okay,
but it doesn't matter what the order is. You're meeting her? No, who are you meeting?
Suzanne.
Yeah, you're meeting Suzanne. Right. So, okay, the third is that you will work on the stretch book, and the fourth is the Suzanne bit.
Yes.
And then the fifth is,
We added Sue Ellen, the book.
yeah,
And so nothing this week.
nothing with whom this week.
I will not say no work with Sue Ellen this week.
Okay.
Okay.
Hang on.
So if you like, I can send you the 13 topics.
If you want. Sure.
Okay. With Suzanne and meeting Tuesday. Okay. That's it. Oh, and I wrote on my paper, on my notes, um, community mindfulness meditation, facilitating meditation once a month. And the next one is in August, and it's going to be on gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's it.
Okay.
So I got your suggestion that I should prioritize. So in my mind, stretch book is the number one priority.
Okay.
Okay, that's all I have. You want to give me suggestions, feedback, anything?
Well, I mean, hold on, because I take a while to figure this one out. You have
Okay.
5 different things going on. Um, yeah, I mean, if you need to, I don't know if I'm, I like to put closures to things. You said you wrote an article, but now the article was on what?
The article is on stretch
Oh, this is the one that you're working on. You're waiting for an editor.
for my coach. Yeah, for my coach.
I got you. So then now you're going to, for this week, you will do the guideline part.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Well, fine. And Who's doing the designing of the book and stuff?
Oh, probably me. I have this guy. I have this guy who did the pictures for me, the drawings in the book. I don't know if you remember or not, the digital draw, the little stick figure drawings.
Yes, yes. I
So
remember that.
I hire him out of a freelance site called Fiverr.
What?
And there's a freelance site called Fiverr, Fiverr.
Mm-hmm.
You can hire people to do, small tasks. I think so far it's cost me like $40. There is some revisions to the diagrams I need. He drew. So I'm thinking that I can hire him to design. I can design the cover, and he can just draw it for me in stick figures, and the rest is easy. I know a friend who got his book cover designed by somebody in Czechoslovakia.
Uh-huh.
It cost him like $100.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So I'm not worried. For me, the challenge is to rewrite it so that I like the way it sounds. And then the rest of it, like getting people to fill in the pieces, I'm not worried about that. And also Sue Allen, she says she has a lot of marketing experience. So and she also has a lot of, between her and I, we have a certain amount of experience in publishing it on Amazon,
Mm-hmm.
and also to market that once we do that. So she can help me with that if I need it. So I'm not really focusing on that. My biggest for me, the biggest challenge is just crank it out, just pump out to the quality that I'm comfortable with.
I see. Okay. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm so new at this, man.
But you're really good. You did a great job.
What did I do? I mean, I'm so new at everything right now. You know,
You
it's
you kept me structure. You're naturally organized, and you hold me accountable, which is why I want someone to hold me accountable. Pull me back and say, okay, you said you're going to do this last week. What did you do? And you came up with the same list. So that's why I need. That's one of the major reasons why I started this group, is to provide that level of accountability for each other.
I see. I see.
So you're doing exactly, and also emotional support. Just being present to each other. We get that, sense of community.
Yeah, of course.
Those are my two major
No, but
goals.
for me also, what's really important, is to be able to offer some skills. And, you know, I want to be of service on that level.
But you always have to meet yourself where you're at, right? And you shouldn't diminish what you have. What you have is very important, right? What you're providing is exactly what I was seeking coming up with this group. It's an essential project management skill. So whether you were formally trained in project management or not, because of all the things you did in your life, working with your son, having to do things step by step,
Oh, I
working with
had to do stuff
institutions.
like that also at the UN.
At the UN, right? So you have the skills, and you're
I think I just don't have labels to things.
exactly. That's
And
why
I,
I'm
since
saying.
I've been alone now for 25 years, it's a little difficult to know what the market says are what skills, really.
Well, but it doesn't matter. I mean, you can't drink a river in one day. This is only our third meeting.
Yeah, I know, I know.
I'm And you shouldn't put your contributions down saying you know nothing.
No, I
Because
don't say that. I mean, I don't have a worldly perspective on the way people have on things.
you have more
I
worldly
just do
perspective than
things.
I have.
Like you've been in the world, I've been at home, so I only have a perspective that needs to get things done. That's it. That's how I function.
Well, that's the most important.
I organize my thoughts or my day, and I have a list of stuff that I, of course, have mentally prioritized. And then I work on different things throughout the day so that I get things done. And each day I get some things done on various projects.
Yeah, that's exactly what project management is. I mean,
Yeah,
that's not all it is, but it's a very significant part.
yeah.
I have trouble doing that. I disagree with you that you have a not worldly perspective. You got all the training in all the different things. You worked in UN. That stuff you don't forget. It's like embedded in your psyche. You live
Yeah,
in
it's
New,
part of it becomes, of course,
yeah,
but I
and
just
you live in New
I don't have
Canaan.
labels to put it. I don't have labels.
Well, that's why I'm telling you, label it project management and task management and
I see.
delegation and accountability, right?
Right.
So now you have labels. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Um, and it's very valuable to me because I have now this. I'll type it up and I'll include it in our um, summary today. Um, you are a power to be reckoned with. So don't ever say you don't. Remove
No,
this.
I know I'm a power to be reckoned with in terms of what I demand out of myself and what I demand, unfortunately, out of others. And because of that, I put a lot of people off because
Okay.
I'm very familiar with the fact that I don't say no to things.
I see.
I mean, when I take up something, I go from A beyond Z.
Right. Right.
And I think that's why I also went into meditation, because for me it was very important to know the nature of reality.
Right.
And as my teacher says to me, he says, you need to understand every part of everything.
Right.
It doesn't end with you on this plane or that plane, or this area or that area. It's you want to understand the
Right.
whole gestalt in a very microscopic way, and most people don't operate that way,
Right.
and I
Well,
get myself into trouble because of it.
well, welcome to everybody's world. No, whoever we are, that's how we get into trouble. Let's come back to the tasks. So let's go through your what we said you and I were going to do for your project and see where we are at.
I don't even remember what I wrote down for my project.
Well, I do. So first of all, it says contact YWCA.
Yeah, I did that, and I told you that
It says this contacted the YWCA. The point is have to spend money to join and have health to turn up. They want a presentation. I need to be able to work on the presentation.
yes, so it's the working. I can't do that right now
Okay.
because I have too much on my plate. What I do want to do is, well, I've been taking this course online with the woman that I sent you.
Oh, yes, I haven't looked at that.
Yeah. So, and I've been pretty good about taking notes every week on something of one of her modules.
Okay.
And I still have to organize my notes, but I've been taking them and looking at them and the suggestions that she's giving so that they become part of how I'm going to market it myself.
Okay.
And then I had that radio interview that I told you about,
Right.
and they wanted me to pay them money.
Yeah, that's a no-no.
And I just kind of, first of all, I don't have that kind of money.
Right.
So I just decided that I was going to let that go.
I think so.
Yeah, because I would rather spend that money um, joining the Chamber of Commerce.
Right. Are you going to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't do it yet. Wait 4 weeks or whatever.
Well,
What do they offer you?
um, one sec. They offer me. I have it written down what they offer me.
Okay.
They they have they offer me visibility in different sites. I mean, I will get a listing from them.
Yeah, so
Um,
bring the listing and let's look at it before you. Let's look at it if you like. I mean, it's always an invitation before you put money down.
yeah, I wanted to add you for my son's group. You know, the one that you helped me set up. I
Yeah.
wanted to invite you back in again because I needed some help in a couple of things that I needed to send out.
Okay.
Um,
Wait,
and
let's stay on the Chamber of Commerce first. So, okay. So, what's your next action on that?
I will just email Laura to find out what she, unless I can find an old email from her saying what they give me for the membership.
How much is the membership?
200 and something,
Okay.
close to 300.
Okay. Okay. So that's a next step. I looked at your Awake Abiding website. I asked you if you wanted to talk about it. You said you're not
Yes,
ready to yet, right?
yes, we can talk about it.
Okay, but I have to look at it again now. Um, are you going to redo it, or are you just getting feedback for?
Well, the thing about that is that I don't want to change the name.
Right.
Um, but I what I started to do on it was I actually started to write a couple of articles already that were in my mind,
Okay.
so that I could write those articles, finish them up, find somebody who could edit them for the content and for the English, and then put them on my website and start creating a folder on my website of articles.
Who's doing your website right now?
My daughter did it,
Oh, okay.
but she doesn't really help me.
Wait, but she just did the website for you.
She did the website last year.
She's going to edit it for you. Like, do
No,
you do you know how to post the articles up there?
my son might be able to help me, or first I have to finish writing the articles.
Okay.
And the thing is, and have them edited for content and English. And the thing is that I feel that at this juncture I'm not ready yet to be able to um, put any article, because I don't want to put one article. I want to put about 5 to 10 articles.
Yeah.
And I also want to be able to publish those articles in different journals.
Right.
So,
okay, so let's make articles a separate project from the website.
yeah, and I've been looking at looking at places where I could publish things if they would take them. Mind Body Green is one. Spirituality. I get a newsletter on spirituality and something health or something.
Okay.
And I could do it on that also. There's
Yeah.
Natural Awakenings. So I'm going to look around for where I can publish articles. And what Dr. Chloe's talk gave me was that you can publish the same article in 10 different sites.
Right.
And that gives you visibility. So the question now is of finding those sites.
Okay, how about LinkedIn?
I don't know how to use LinkedIn.
Okay. We can think about that. You just keep on looking at the sites and thinking about the articles. And I agree, same article in 10 different sites. That's great. Okay.
So
let's just get your list together today. Let's go through your list. So how is that?
I say I should have written down my own list that I gave you.
I have it.
The psychology today is something that I need help in very badly from you.
Psychology today?
Yeah, because
Oh,
from Julie.
But I sent you an email on that.
Well, I felt like you said to wait till today's talk, so I just decided
okay.
not to bother you again.
Yeah, but no, that's fine. We'll go back and work on that. Let's work on that now. So, my understanding of the psychology today is first of all they have a limit on how many people.
No, because I can.
How many words? How many words?
I can send you here psychology. I told my mom because of I told my mom that I wanted to use her because her subscription so that I don't have to pay for it because it's $30 a month.
Right.
And that's a lot of money.
Right, that's $360. Yeah.
Yeah. So because of that, here it is. There we go.
So you're talking about the ad at the back, right? Like on the back, the list of therapists.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm trying to say to you, is that those ads, they have a word limit, like 300 words or whatever.
I don't think that that it's that limited.
Well,
I can find out from them. That's not
okay. Okay, so whatever you write, you need to be fit into what your mother's on the list too, right? The two of you are going to be on the list.
Yes, and what the woman had said to me was that you can have, a one practice and 5 therapists for all they care.
Right.
So that for them, that wasn't the issue. The issue for them was that I just, if I want to put up something, then I should put up something. That's all.
Is your mom listed now?
Huh? And I couldn't find it. I'm going to have to resend them.
Okay.
Yeah, I have my mother's password. I can even give it to you for that matter. And I'd have to look for her password, but I have it in some email, or I could ask my mother to give it to me again. And I want to, if it's possible, that's the first visibility I want to have.
Okay, that's great. So what do you need help from me?
How to do it, how to organize it, how to post it.
Oh, but okay, you need the psychology. Yeah, then I will need the password. I
will the minute. I mean, I wasn't, as I said, I was out this weekend, and and there's only so much organization that I can do in my life. Let's put it
Sure.
this way.
I understand. Look at my bed.
I didn't see your bed, but here it is. Hold on. I can find out.
Okay. Do you have the verbiage?
No, we would have to do the whole thing.
Okay. So the first thing we need to do is to get the verbiage together, right? And I'm thinking out loud here is brainstorming, something like you have to have, there's some heading, if I recall psychology too, and then you need to probably put your mother's, whoever your mother's name is, and Nina offers a suite of psychological services, and then list
Well,
your
what my
mother's
mother
as well.
said, what was mentioned to my mother, and mom wasn't averse to that, was that one would say something like, clinical psychology meets somatic psychology,
That sounds great.
right? And the only problem would be that I'm in Connecticut and she's in New Jersey. That I
Right.
wish my mother had lived close by because I would have gotten a lot of clients by now. Because
Oh,
she tells me all the time as to how many people she knows that need this work. So
how far is she from you?
an hour.
Would you drive once a week to her place, just once a week or every other week?
Yeah, every other week I could do it.
Yeah. So why don't you do that? That would be the best. Because that way you can build. Can you meet your clients every other week? Would that give them enough support? Would that work for you?
No, what would I go there every other week? Um, well, realistically speaking, some of it I can also do through once I have seen somebody for 4 weeks,
Uh-huh.
I can, as it is, a lot of them, because they have to pay out of pocket, they're not interested in coming every week.
Okay.
I mean, I'm seeing that far and that's how it is.
You have to make it work, right? It is
Yeah,
what it is, and you
yeah,
either
that's
make it
how it
work or
is. I
not.
mean, I
Right.
can tell them whatever the hell I want. I'm not going to sue anybody. My one of my doctor students said to me, he says, "Well, you sign them up for 8 weeks at a time." I said, "Even if I sign them up, what am I going to do if they don't come? I'm going to chase them. I'm not going to do anything to them.
Right.
I'm just going to let it be."
Right.
So what I'm finding is that they come every other week anyway.
Okay.
After they've been with me for a few weeks, and I'm able to do certain things with them online.
Okay. So,
And I could do a Skype session with them once after 4 weeks. I could do a Skype
but
session with them.
but if your model says you have to see them every week for 4 weeks, how are you going to
Well,
see them?
ideally it's 8 weeks. That's what I feel would be very beneficial for them. But my health can't allow that. And I can ask them if they would be interested in coming
Okay.
to
So you can get something done if you choose to go there every other week,
Yes, I can.
and it will further your practice, and it will benefit your potential clients.
Yes, it would.
It's not optimal, but it could work,
It
right?
could work. Yeah.
So let's explore that. And I love what you said. Clinical psychology meeting somatic psychology or something like that. I love the title, and I'll be happy to work with you on the text. So why don't you send me what you've got, and I'll send you some questions, and we'll finish it next Monday. Would that work? Is that
Yeah.
fast enough?
I get into what begins to happen with me, which I have to control myself, and you be very free in telling me. I think you did tell me. Because when I started working on something, I just want to get it done. It's like that.
Right.
I mean, it's like that for me. So when I write an article, bang, I sit down, I do the first draft. When
Right.
I
So
when
I'm
I
very
take
different.
any project that I do, right, I just take it on, I get the first thing done fully.
Okay. So,
Then after that, I mean, things can get shelved for months at a time because I haven't gone back to it because I had no place to publish it, or I didn't, like, I wrote an article on Buddhism with that my teacher didn't want me to print
oh, wow.
because it was about her.
Oh, okay.
It involved her and she didn't want the publicity.
Right.
And but she said that I said things in there that were very, very important.
Right.
And now I'm thinking that I told her that I'm going to print it. She didn't say no to me. And there's a part of me that wants to print it because I feel that it's an urge in me that wants other students like me to know what happened.
Well, that is exactly why I'm writing the stretch book,
Why?
because I want to honor my teacher, and I think what he's created is something that the world really needs. Now, it's not up to me to have people sign up. I just took on the task of making it available. That's why I'm writing the stretch book, because I think there's something really unique and powerful. I think I said the word revolutionary about those stretches. Unprecedented. Unprecedented. That's the word I
Beautiful.
use.
Beautiful.
That's how I feel. That's why I'm devoting my life to write this book, the
Beautiful.
stretch book. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I understand that. Well, I think you know what? I think honestly, you need to think about your health, what you can do. But if you go to your mother's site every other week, based on what you said, you'll have more clients than you need. That's how I feel right now. But it certainly will get you clients, it'll get you credibility, and it'll get you a regular practice. And then you can see what your capacity is and how many, and you can see there's the first 3 years, they say that it takes 3 years to establish a professional practice. And that's with someone working 24/7, not people like you and me who have other lives and other responsibilities. So the first 3 years, it's going to be a lot of like figuring, no matter how much training you got, how much practice, professional practice you got, the first 3 years is putting the rubber on the road and figuring out how all the pieces come together. And you can also charge more money because your mother is an established therapist. So you don't have to justify your rate as a newbie. You'll be part of your mother's association. You'll be part of her association. And so I think that's the best way for you to go. And the Psychology Today would be a great way to do that, because you can even you can ask, I don't know if your mother will say yes or no. We can write a little letter of introduction for your mother to send to her clients.
She would be okay with that.
That's a great way to open up your business. And you can offer free 15-minute sessions or 20-minute sessions or whatever to a current client. That's generally how people establish a business. You can offer classes, like 1-hour classes for free. Or you can offer for money. I think a lot of them will be happy to pay $20 for an hour. And if you get 5 people, that's $100 an hour. But you're not doing it for the money. You're doing it for
The somatic
marketing.
class I cannot give for free.
Well, then what do you want to charge? $30 an hour? $40 an hour?
No, the thing is that when you do a somatic class, that's personal work. It's not like meditation work.
You can't get a group work?
Well, you can't do a somatic group.
You can't?
No.
Okay. Well, then why
You
don't
can do
you
a meditation group, but you can't do a somatic group.
Why don't you do a meditation group there? and have a little discussion of somatics as part
No,
of.
that I don't want to do that.
You just want to do meditation, or you don't want to do
But the meditation I'm doing here, that's enough for me.
Okay, then
I've
then
tried it.
offer people whoever 20 minutes for free,
Yeah, that
or
I'll do.
half an hour for some nominal rate or whatever you need.
Yeah.
You know, you how much? Let's say you're going to charge $250 a session, and that's 90
No,
minutes.
no. I mean, those are Fairfield County rates.
Okay, so how much would that be? Let's just give me a rate to.
My mother is very easy. My mother charges people through insurance, so she takes whatever the insurance gives. My
Okay,
mother's very decent about it. She's not charging people out of insurance.
so what's the
Whatever, some people give, $20 and the rest insurance gives, but generally her rate is anywhere between 100 to 150. And
okay?
I would be charging about the same.
Okay, that's great. So 100 to
I'm
150.
not going to go beyond what mom is charging.
Okay, so let's say it's 100 to 150. If you can offer a class, not a class, can you do a lecture?
Well,
Can
I
you
would
do a
have to
lecture?
work on the presentation, remember? I don't even know where the presentation went.
Oh, I might have it. Did you send it to me?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I'll look for the presentation. But my whole point is, okay, you can either offer like a discounted rate for a partial time as a marketing thing, or you could offer a lecture for free for 20, and that will draw your clients in. That's all I'm trying to say.
Well, I could give a lecture for free to her clients or any clients.
Well, you can start with her clients, but I would start with her clients. But you could
I
do it
can't
for,
get them in a room together.
you
So,
can't?
no. That's against HIPAA policy.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, you can't. I mean, it's completely private.
Oh, no, I mean, not as part of the class. I mean, just send an invitation. I'll see who comes to the class. You can't do that?
I could do it as a presentation.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Okay, that's exactly what I mean. You could choose either to do a presentation and have a group of people, or you could offer like a 20-minute or half an hour.
Well, then let's work on the presentation.
Okay. Well, first we're going to get psychology thing done, and then we'll work on a presentation.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go through. So the website, so you have your testimonials?
I got 2 of them, but not all of them yet.
That's good. Are they on the website? Because I see some testimonials on the website.
No, I don't know how to put them up.
Okay. So testimonials got next step, got 2. Next step, put on website, right? We think.
Yeah.
I'm just going through. So at this point, I think you don't need to look for churches, hospitals, and women's organizations.
No, I'm just a little too busy also. The other thing is I finally booked our tickets to go to Greece in September.
Oh, okay.
And because my mother, I told you, she likes to travel a lot.
Oh, no,
And
I
she
didn't
hasn't
realize.
forgiven me that I haven't taken her to the beach this summer.
Oh, okay. Well,
So anyway, I mean, that's a lot of work for me because from A to Z, when I have to plan trips, they drive me nuts.
Yeah, I bet. Okay, so you know what? Out of all this, I think the most important thing is get your psychology today, add together, and work out a plan. Work out a plan on how you're going to market to them, and are you willing to go there every other week. I think that's your best bet.
Yeah, I mean, especially if somebody could see me on a Saturday, I could uh, definitely start to do that.
Okay.
You know, I could start.
Okay.
The other thing I wanted to tell you that's been on my mind in terms of licensing is to go get another degree.
No, not right now. I don't think so. Uh,
No, not
uh,
today, but I was thinking of it perhaps for next year. I've been looking into counseling degrees because it would give me
okay, let's take a. I understand the need for the
no, it
desire
would
for
just
that.
give me a license, and once it gives me a license, then I have insurance, and then um
Oh, then you can take insurance.
yeah,
Okay, I understand.
yeah,
How
and
many hours? How many
we're
hours?
looking. I mean, that's why I was talking to somebody about it, whether it should be social work or counseling, because then that opens up a whole area for me. It's about a 3-year program.
Yeah,
With my health, it would be 3 years.
yeah.
So I've been thinking a great deal about it. Because even if I did my mother's stuff, I could do that for a short term. I live here. I mean, I could do that to get my name, I could do that to get some skills going, I could do that for some accomplishment so that I have a name and I have some references and I'm known, but I would be known then in New Jersey. I wouldn't be known necessarily here.
Right,
And I live here. So um, it would be very satisfying to do that work and have a clientele and the money coming in. And in fact, the money, if I did that for a year, I would make enough money so that I could perhaps pay for the first year tuition.
how much is the? What do you think is the tuition?
Oh, I've been looking around. The tuition is exorbitant. It's 60,000.
A
But if I
year?
went, no, for the 2 years.
Okay,
Yeah. I think I'll have to look into it again.
okay.
Yeah, I think it's for 2 years. It's 60,000. But you know, as the other aspect of the whole situation is that will I be able to make that money through time with my health?
Right, exactly.
That's the other question. Second thing is the positive aspect of it is that I could work till I died.
Right. Um, how
And that
many? Do you have time to do that? Do you have
I would
time to?
I would I would then get rid of every other project I'm doing and just do
Okay.
that for 2 3 years, and then I would just except for the meditation that I do daily,
Right.
I wouldn't do anything else. I wouldn't take on students. I would do nothing else but that till I got it done.
You won't even do therapy. Like you won't. You won't be
I
able to
won't have time.
practice. Right. Exactly. That. Okay. Well, that's a huge decision. That.
Yeah, and the thing is, if I did it at University of Connecticut, the cost is 35,000.
Oh.
But I
Yeah.
can't go to Hartford with my health. And that's what they were saying. I'm actually going to see somebody that is a mentor of mine next week because, with my health, should I be thinking money or should I be thinking online or should I be thinking of University of Connecticut? Because
Well, you know, even if you get rid of everything, you still take care of your son, and he'll still take so much hours of your time, and you still have to keep your house. I mean, there's basic housework, maintenance, and you still have your husband to take care of. So, yeah, the question is, how much time do you have left?
money wise, does it make sense? But I also don't like to wake up in the morning and be searching for people.
Be what?
in other words, how to get more students, how to go out and find work and do all of that. I
Right.
don't want to be in that situation either.
There's no way around it. Even if you get your social work degree, you still have to do that.
Well, once you're licensed, you're in, you're on different insurance companies, and the work
Yeah,
starts to come in through that.
it does. You don't have to market. I think you still have to market yourself, right?
Not to such an extent.
Not to such an extent. Yeah.
Not the way I have to do it because I'm starting kind of from ground zero.
Right. Right. Okay. Well,
Yeah, it's a lot to think
it's
about.
a huge decision. How can I support you in that?
We'll keep talking.
Okay. So it sounds like, did you want to make that decision before we even do psychology today's
No,
chat?
no, no,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no.
Okay.
Because I, in any case, if even if I did that, it wouldn't even start till September of 2019.
Okay.
So I still have 1 year in between to think about it.
Oh,
And
okay.
I would, I don't need to apply right now either.
Okay.
So I mean, in other words, I don't have to do anything in July of 2018 for something that I plan to do in September of 2019. I have time.
Okay. So I think it's about 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
I think your top priority, based on what we're saying,
It's
is
psychology today, and then I also want to get some
right.
help from you with my son's thing. And I might send you an email here and there
Okay.
about whatever is coming up.
That sounds good. So let's
And on
focus.
Thursday there is a talk on honeybees I wanted to go to
Oh,
at the library if that interests you at all.
um, I'm not feeling great this week. I'm gonna take it easy this week.
Okay.
I'm I have some dysfunctional family. My sister just did um, something that to me is kind of like a blindsiding me. I don't really want to talk about it right now because it's still too fresh. I'm happy to share with you later, maybe in a few weeks. And so I'm going to take it easy and meditate on that.
I'd love to support you through it.
Yeah, I got some support. I have a mentor. I talked to her for about an hour today. I don't want to end up I don't want to end up, kind of using that as a purpose for my life. So I'm just going to sit and meditate on that and take it easy. Um,
But I'm here to talk to you. Sometimes,
I just talked to someone for an hour. So
right.
I
So
think,
I'm not saying today. I'm saying,
okay.
I mean, I know that in some ways you and I are very similar. We need to reach out.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but I am telling you this because I just need some time to meditate. I need to connect to somewhere up there, the reality of all things, to get some insight and strength. And I need to make a decision tonight about maybe going to visit my sister in Canada in the middle of August. So I can't, I have to spend time doing that until I get that decided.
Will he let you go?
Yes, yes, I got that.
Well, that's huge.
Yeah. Well, yes and no. I'm not comfortable asking, but it's that's not a problem this time. Yeah. So, okay. Um,
Okay, my dear.
thank
Well, if you
you.
need to talk to me, I'm here, right?
Yeah,
That's we're friends.
appreciate that. Yeah, that's why I told you. Otherwise, I didn't have to say anything, right?
Yeah.
So sharing.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I'll keep you in my
Thank you. I
Thanks,
appreciate
Lucy.
that.
I mean, yeah.
So you're going to you're going to re-invite me to your son's group. That's fine. You need some technical support. I'll be happy to do that. The psychology today is the biggest project, and you're thinking through the degree thing, which is just an ongoing conversation.
Well, I have a lot of research to do also on that.
Right.
And
But
as I said, I mean, I'm going to go see somebody who has known me for a long time and who introduced me actually to meditation, and the teacher that I even have today.
okay.
And
Are you a priest? Are
yeah,
you a priest? Oh, but you won't
we
get
don't call them
insurance.
priests, but I'm a community dharma leader, which is like
Yeah,
that.
that's the same thing. So you're actually, you can provide counseling with that. And I know they don't take insurance, but you should, that's what you're doing. You're doing more than Vipassana. That's what I'm trying to say. That being a community Dharma leader offers you the same religious service authorities as a priest. So you can provide counseling under that umbrella.
How would I do that?
I don't know, but I went to my psychologist for 10, 15 years, and he was a priest in the one of the churches. He was not certifying any psychological degree. He was just a priest. I mean, he trained himself in a lot of the psychological processes, but his official, he was a priest in the church. You might talk to a few of the religious organizations. They might be offering you some insight.
Well, I there was a time that I thought about, going to the School of Divinity.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You know what? Talk to your Universalist Unitarian priest or reverend or minister or whatever. Maybe they can provide you some insight on how that can be done.
Yeah, but that doesn't
I
give
don't
that.
think it takes insurance though.
Yeah,
I'm
they
just
don't
saying.
give. The thing is, then I don't even need to do that because I don't need additional training from the Unitarians or anybody because
No, you don't need that. I'm
I'm
not saying
already
you need
that in the
that.
Buddhist world.
Exactly. You just need to find out how to work it legally. That's all I meant.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying you need the training. I'm just saying you have that classification. There are a certain set of legal processes, maybe, that allows you to do that. You just need to find out what that is. And so talking to someone who is a priest or minister may have that insight for you. That's all.
Yeah, I look into that. I mean, that's a very good
Okay.
idea.
Okay.
But I know
I'll
that
go.
every place does it individually. That's the problem with the places. Every place has its own set of, it doesn't matter if you're a PhD in something, they'll still make you come back and redo it.
You don't have to do any of that. Your Buddhist organization is recognized, right?
Yeah, it's Jack Cornfield's.
Yeah. So, and you're certified as a community Dharma leader, right? And that's equivalent to a priest, right?
Hmm.
So all I'm saying is you might already have the credentials to provide counseling, but I don't know if that apply. I know that applies legally. I don't know how that applies for insurance. That it might be worth it to just ask some questions on that. That's
Who would
all.
I ask questions?
That's what I'm saying. Open the conversation with the minister just as a general question. Like you're already a certified priest. How do you go about what does that, you know what, you are a priest in your Buddhist tradition. and you would like to do counseling, what does it take to do it legally? Okay, I gotta go.
Okay, sweetie.
Okay, I will send you the question for you. Okay.
Love you.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye, sweetie.
Bye.